All right, welcome back to this session of the video. So we're going to complete a task which involves apportioning the service cost to the production department. So what we're working on is working on the continuous apportionment method, or what we call repeated distribution method. Okay, so we are going to apportion this till we exhaust the cost for both service cost center Y and service department Z. Okay, so right now on the screen we have been able to apportion, and we are left with 327 as can be seen here. So we are left with 327. So let us go on and apportion that. Okay, so we have 327 here, which we're going to apportion. So let's do the working here. So service cost, service department, service, can you bear with me? Okay, so still having an issue with the pen. So let us focus. Let's see what we can do about this. So let's go on. Service department. So we have service department. So let me write that. That should be service department Z. Okay, so we want to apportion 327 now. So for A, we have 20 all over 100 multiplied by 327. For B, we have 50 all over 100 divided times 327. And we're also going to apportion 30% to Y. Okay, so 30%, that's 30 all over 100 times 327. Okay, it's 327. So equals to. So let us multiply that now. So 20%, which is 0.20 multiplied by 327. 0.20 multiplied by 327. So we have 65.4. So we're going to write 65.4 here, which is approximately 65. So 0.50 for the next one, 0.50 multiplied by 327. We have 163.5. 163.5, which is approximately 164. So the next one, 0.30 multiplied by 327. So we have 98.1. So 98.1. Okay. So let's move on. So the next thing is to now place the figures here. So for A, we have 65 approximately. For B, we have 164 approximately, and for service cost center or service department Y, we have a share of 98. Okay, so meaning that we have 98 also left in Y to apportion. Okay, so we go ahead and what and say service department Y. So let us apportion these two. Okay, we are going to apportion that. So okay, so let me just take this off. It shouldn't be 98, 92. So this should be off. This is not there. Okay, let me erase that. So let me erase that. Okay, so good. So let's go back. So we want to apportion 98 now. 98, okay. So to apportion 98 now, we have, based on what we have in the question, A is going to receive, that should be 40%, 40, 40 all over 100 multiplied by 98 equals to, so B equals to 40 all over 100 multiplied by 98. Then C equals to 20. Sorry, department Z, not C. That is 20% of the cost, which is 98. So let us multiply that. 0.40 multiplied by 98. That's 39.2. 39.2. So 0.40, the same thing, the same figure, 39.2. 39.2. The 0.20 multiplied by 98 should give us 19.6, which is approximately, let's say 20. That should be 20, okay, which is 19.6, 19.6. So we approximated. That's 20. Okay, so let us go ahead and write down there. Here we have 39, we have 62, 19.6, that's 20 left. Okay, so we still have another service cost available here for Z, which we are also going to apportion. So this repeated distribution method allows us to keep apportioning until we reach 0. So service department Z. So let us now find a way to apportion the remaining 20. So let's apportion the remaining 20, okay? So let's go on again. So for service, for A, we're going to use the one for service department Z, okay? That is 20 all over 100, okay? Multiply by 20, okay? For B, we have 50 all over 100, multiply by 20. For C, we have, sorry, for Y now, Y, we have, that is 30 all over 100 multiplied by 20. Okay, so let us do the math. Let's do the calculation. 0.20 multiplied by 20. That's going to give us 4. So that will give us 4. Okay, 4. 0.50 multiplied by 20. That will give us 10. And 0.30 multiplied by 20. That's going to give us 6. Equals to 6. Okay. So let us go ahead and write them here. 4, 10, and 6. Okay. So we also have 6 left here in service department Y, which we also have to apportion till we get to 0. So we have service department Y. Okay. So let us do the workings here. Okay. Workings. Let's do the workings here. Okay. For A, we have equals to, that will be 40 all over 100. 40 all over 100 multiplied by 6. Okay. For B, 40 all over 100 multiplied by 6. And for Z, we have 20 all over 100 multiplied by 6. Okay, so what's the figure? So that will be 0.40 times 6. That's 2.4. 2.4, 2.4. So we have 20, 0.20, 0 times 6, okay? Times 6. That will give us 1.2. 1.2. So this is 2.4, that's 8, 10, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2.4, 2.4, and 1.2. So 1.2. So we are left with 1.2. So we can go on and also apportion the 1.2 again. So let us do that for the last time. So we can call it a day, okay? So for A now, for A, so we're going to, okay, so we have 1.2 to now apportion. So which is service department Z, okay? So for A, we have 20 all over 100 multiplied by 1.2, okay? For B, we have equals to 50 all over 100 multiplied by 1.2. And for Y, we have 30 all over 100 multiplied by 1.2. So I think the amount left is just minimal, no material enough. So let us just finalize with this 0.20 multiplied by 1.2. That's 0.24. 0.24. So 0.50 multiplied by 1.2, we have 0.6, 0.60. So 0.30 is 0.30 multiplied by 1.2. Multiplied by 1.2, that's 0.36. So we have 0.36. 0.36. So this is 0 to 1.20. So let us now bring it down here. We have 0.24, 0.60, and we have 0.36. Okay. So this is minimal. So at the end of the day, we can add up. We can add up. We can add up. Okay. So because 0.36 is still within the range of 0.00, we cannot approximate it to 1. So this is still minimal, not material. So then what the next thing is for us to now add up all the figures, okay, to know the total cost, okay, that is attributed to A and B. So the first one we have 12,000. 12,000 being allocated. Okay, so let's add up 12,000 plus 2904, 2904 plus 1090 plus 1854 plus 65 plus 39 plus 4 plus 2.4 plus 0.24. So we have 17,958.64. Okay, so for the next one, B, we have 16,000 plus 2904 plus 2726 plus 1855 plus 164 plus 39 plus 10 plus 2.4 plus 0.60. So we have 23701. Okay, 23701. Okay, so you can see that we have 0.36 here. This 0.36 here. So assuming that we add it down here, 0.36, this should give us a rounded figure. Okay, so we can just say, we can give this to this. This is 10, 0, 9, 5, 9, 1, 7. Okay, so 1, 7, 1, 7. So at the end of the day, we have 17,959 and 23701 as the total cost. Okay, so you can go ahead and compare that with what we have in the previous.